Just breathing the day, yeah, making waves, kicking ass online, can't behave, laughing in the face of wannabe queens, living off memes and caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. Tears down the walls with the wit so raw, filters off, can't handle a flaw, sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That is woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Every time I think I want to change that song, I'm like, maybe it's time for a new song. I'm like, no, I fall in love with it every single time. I don't know. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Hello, Free the People. Hello, Aaron. Hello, Lori. Be kind is here. Hello, beautiful. Hello, Mrs. C. Poppy. Hello, my friend. Okay, so this is going to be a quick foodie beauty recap. I say that, but I'm in a chatty mood, so we'll see. We'll see. I know yesterday, well, we know this. We were live when it happened. Foodie deleted her chicken mukbang where she announced her low carb diet. Then at some point when I was asleep, she went live to eat and say her vertigo is gone. She said the vertigo couldn't have been from her blood sugar causing it because she doesn't even get dizzy when it's 25, which is like 450, right? That's insane. She doesn't even get dizzy when her blood sugar is like diabetic coma level, diabetic ketoacidosis level. I searched what happens if your blood sugar gets to that point, and coma came up. It said you should seek immediate medical attention. You should take acting insulin immediately. It didn't look good, but somehow Foodie is okay with all that. That's around 4:50. That's wild. It is. Hello, Wookie. Good morning to you. Hello, hello. Okay, so I figure we can go to Twitter and we'll do a recap there. I know there's a quick update. I think it's like 14 minutes on from Unicorn Pondu, which we could watch that if you guys feel like you don't know enough of what happened. She has to be trolling. Oh, something just isn't adding up. That's all I know. That's all I know. Or if somebody's keeping her around as like a punishment to her. I'm not sure which one it is, but Mrs. Carlet, yep, it's so good to see you. All right, let's go to Twitter, you guys. Let's go there. She said her sugar has never made her dizzy. That's not true. Last summer, she kept complaining of it when he wanted her to walk. Well, she must not have remembered it because it was probably a lie and she was faking that she was dizzy to get out of the walk. Maybe that's why. Um, I don't know. Something just isn't adding up. That's the best way to say it. She's lying about something. What it is, I don't know. And I'm trying to make it so you guys can see. All right. I hope that's okay. Hopefully, you guys can see that. Only when it's convenient for her. True. Just like her sciatica acts up when she needs to walk or exercise. She has her little things. So Malarkey Meter, I think I posted this to my community tab. Malarkey Meter said, so Foodie Beauty deleted her fried chicken mukbang from yesterday. It's here, minus the cameo and merch ads. Thank you to Malarkey Meter. Okay, Ray said, we know you asked for diet help, cutie. Deleting this won't change it. Malarkey said, you didn't see anything. Okay, that avocado looks really good. I want some avocado and tahini right now. That sounds so good. Okay, Hectic Llama said thank you. Yes, thank you, Malarkey. Hectic Moment said just conveniently deleted the one where she talks about a low carb diet starting soon and how she's going to do a health journey again. I'm sure it's a complete coincidence. We all knew that was not happening. I guess I have to delete it out of my calendar. I literally added it so I would remember. Acadia Strong said thanks for archiving this mess. Merp said, so weird that she tried to bait with using the phrase, I have a date, and drawing it out while talking. Again, Foodie Beauty, the happily married woman doing odd single chicks shit. Chick shit. For some reason, I couldn't say that in one word. Odd single chick shit. There you go. Yeah, it's weird. They're obviously not doing well. I don't even think he's trying anymore. I don't think he's keeping up the act or the facade. It's weird. The whole fucking thing is weird. Fat Cow said, "Oh no, the announcement of a start date for a diet that has mysteriously gone missing. I wonder what that means." I guess we're not even doing the diet cycle this time. We're too lazy to even put up an act. You can trust me this time. Legacy Media? What was that? Hectic Moment said, "Oh no, Foodie, how will we survive without hearing details about your newest boil?" Yeah, I hope we don't have to hear any more about it. GorlWorld comment said she wasn't aware of the planned and announced power cut in her neighborhood, but she knows that a restaurant in Canada is running a pickle-based menu for a limited time. Scatboy puts a rubber band around her head when she sleeps, and her watermelon head grew around it. Sorry, now it's just showing me random tweets, but I can't stop looking. It legit looks like that's what happens. Like he's trying to shrink her head, so while she sleeps, he puts a big old scrunchie around it or something. Does it not? Remember yesterday I said it looked like a giant picked her up by her head? It doesn't look normal. And her face is making heart shapes. She has a lot of shapes. Do you see the heart? Anyways, don't mind me. Hold on, I'm trying to get you guys back. I lost my chat. Oh, Wrinkly Wiener, hello! Catty Kitty, hey! Sherry said Violet, true and so funny. Hey Violet, she thinks if she deletes a video, it's like using that flash thingy from Men in Black, yes. Low carb takes work and a lot of home cooking. She could never. Exactly. Anything that requires even an ounce of effort is too much for her. All right, let me get out of this thread because I'll end up here for the next hour and we'll never move on. I couldn't stop looking away. Oh, this made me laugh. When the drapes match the carpet, Michael Furberger said, Dee Dee, is that you? Okay, let's keep going. Repo Widow said, yeah, screw those haters. You're on your way, Foodie Beauty. Okay, what is this? I'm glad you are speaking your opinion and don't care about the haters. You go, girl. And I guess this is supposed to be Foodie. I think Foodie's bigger than whoever this is. Who is this? Who is this? And how is that comfortable to drive like that? Maybe I just don't like things shoved up against me like that. Well, certain things I do, not a steering wheel, okay? Um, and then, hold on. And that's going right up this lady's fupa. That does not look comfortable. Oh shit, damn, that's Foodie. What? Yeah, At that point, I wouldn't want to drive with things going up places I didn't consent to or ask for. So Enigma said, "What happened to her I have a date blog?" She was caught lying again. Deleting it doesn't make her believable. It makes her look more like she's lying about her health because she was fine. She didn't get the sympathy she wanted. Let me see these replies. Are there replies? Gino said, "Why would anyone give her ass sympathy? She keeps shitting on the Beezers. There can't be many left. There's probably like 5 real people and the rest are sock accounts." Dynamo said she didn't get the sympathy she wanted. Oh, and some are probably feeders that want to watch her eat herself to death. And that's sad. Amberlynn questioning the abilities of not one but two blind people is crazy. Do I want to know? I don't think I want to know. I just don't want to know. I don't want to know anything about Amberlynn. She just rubs me the complete wrong way. For whatever reason, Amberlynn irks me more than Foodie Beauty, and I don't know why, and I can't explain why, but she really, really bothers me. And then I've been seeing these pictures of Twinkie going around. There's something wrong with her. Like, she needs vet care. It looks like a really bad sore. Um, I don't know, but Amberlynn hasn't talked about it at all from what I've seen on Twitter. I doubt she's taken her to the vet. I don't like that woman. I really don't. Salt and Seth said, "You go, girl, right into an early grave. Yay for Hardee's with self-harm supporters like this. Who even needs haters?" So Baked Korean says, "Screw the haters. Hardee's and Farties. Bees for life." Yikes. Buggy Lou said, "I love your mukbang videos. Do you, Chantal? All these people that are crawling out of nowhere love to nag in the girl world. Must be new viewers. Us longtime viewers love your content, no matter what. Keep doing you, love." I wonder if she would look at it differently if she heard this. Foodie, these people want you to die. Do you still think everybody else is the haters? Silver Moon says, "I'm glad you're speaking your opinion and I don't care about the haters. Oh, and don't care about the haters. You go, girl." Raised Dactylian said, "These are the people who think we're mean to her." Pork in the Morning? I think that's their name, said, "Sadly, she'll never get that. Those are the real trolls." True. Hey, some DTHC, good to see you. That's not Foodie. I gifted a membership, but it didn't show. On my side, it says already owned. Thank you so much, Be Kind. Do we know who got it? If you got it, can you just say hi so we can welcome you to the Breezy Bunch? Thank you, Be Kind. Jamie, she's a true freak of nature. She really is. Hey, Boo. Hello, hello. See, I don't look at the chat for a minute and a bunch of people come in. YouTube didn't give me a notification. Danielle! I think I may have posted or gone live too much. I'm not sure. It only gives you 3 notifications from a channel in 24 hours. So sometimes I use them up with my community posting, but I don't necessarily mind. Well, until like you don't get the notification, then that's a bummer. But sometimes I think I use them all up. So these are the people who think we're mean to her? Yes. Ladybug Sock said, "I told her she should eat until she explodes." Not everyone is a hater. I like this person. I'm gonna like their comment. Kimberly said, "A lot of us are longtime viewers. The difference is there are some of us who still decide to stick up for this moron, and then there are the ones who have grown tired of her bullshit." Burgundy Rose said she will require two adjoining plots. One for her and one for the parts that will definitely depart her body before she leaves this planet to see the big man upstairs. I don't really think she's going upstairs, to be honest. Adamami said Chartel is so used to talking to herself, she really believes these are real people supporting her. Like when Amberlynn talking to AI audios of positive comments. She made AI videos of positive comments. The Revenge of the Chupacabra said they have been leaving the same enabling comments for years, while she gets sicker and sicker. I hate the "you do you, boo" comments, as if it's fun and cute to flaunt eating disorders and take money to eat yourself to death. This person said, "I think the first one was a troll and has now made me want to troll her." This person said, "She's got this, guys." Yeah, clearly. Okay. Peopleville said, I'm posting this because I'm bored, and she's gonna get it. LMAO. I guess I'll never understand the struggles of pretty privilege. Her delusions are as thick as her cranium. Fuck your pretty privilege, you big-headed fat fuck. Have a nice day. Okay, I like that person.
Number one, I'm pretty. Okay. That has a lot, and I don't mean that to be conceited. I'm being very matter of fact. Being pretty gets you a lot of privilege. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, you can get away with a lot if you're pretty. Julia Saberton, welcome to your important visas, ready, set, piece. You can get away with things like being fat, for example. So, which is why, I don't know. Number one,
She needs to be medicated. Pretty privilege where? Lisa Manning said, man, I miss head cheerleader Chantel. She's my favorite. Adamami said she said after paying solid 9K, pathetic. Very pathetic. It's the fake hair flip for me. Loretta said, hey, I'm not saying she doesn't have a pretty face card, as she put it. We haven't seen her real face without filters in ages. Actually, probably ever? I will be the first to say confidence is attractive in a woman. But if she was as confident as she said, she'd lose the filters. I don't think she has a pretty face anymore. Like maybe here it was still okay, but now she looks like Play-Doh. A big, smelly ball of Play-Doh that's been dropped on the ground and has lint and hair attached to it now. That's what she looks like. The fake hair flip. Jojo said, as thick as the side view of the head and face from tip of nose to back of head, I have never seen anything like it. Gabriel said, Chantal believes her filtered images is how she really looks, and that's sad. Marie said, how has that worked out for her, LMAO? And she keeps saying 3 years. It won't be three until November 2025, her wedding day. Never once been attractive. Silly putty. Yes, silly putty. That's a better example. Hey, Nick. She's always been busted. Hey, Mark. I'm saying her face has changed drastically. I feel like when I first started watching her, even I used to like how she did her eyes, like her eye makeup. I thought she did it very well, and I thought well, I mean, better than I could have done it, right? Well, no, not necessarily that either. Anyways, at one point I thought her makeup looked okay, is what I'm trying to say, okay? Her makeup looked okay. I thought she had nice-ish skin and she looked normal, but that was like, well, no, not normal. More normal than she looks now. But that was a long time ago. That was like, it feels like an eternity ago. Now there's not one positive thing about her. She doesn't have a nice face. She doesn't have nice teeth. She doesn't have nice hair. She doesn't have a nice anything. Personality, soul, none of it is good. This is what she really looks like. She's such a human bowling ball of hate and lies. Oh, I need to make her into a human bowling ball. I have ideas. Somebody, Aaron, be kind, free the people. Don't let me forget. I have a thumbnail idea. I don't know when I can make it, but I really need to turn her into a bowling ball. And then I'll be very happy. Okay, so this is so pretty. I really have no idea how she got here. But I saw two more are blooming today. I looked it up. I think it's a rat tail something from what I remember. But she's so fucking pretty, and now she has two friends, and I'm gonna call them the Gorls. I am. So I don't know. If you guys know, I thought it said when I looked it up, what is she? I feel like things like birds, they must fly over and drop plants into my yards. One day a tree just started growing, a really nice tree, in a pot actually. And then one day this hanging thing, it's like by our breezeway. The plant in it died, and then one day this popped up, and I feel like she only grows or like blooms for a few weeks a year. I could be wrong. I could be imagining things, but I feel like she's only there for a few weeks and then she goes away again. Do you guys know what this is? Hey, Kimberlina. Now it says the person who got it doesn't have the toggle gifts turned on. Oh, I don't? Hold on. Let me look. I don't have it turned on? Let me try and fix it. Well, that's stupid. Wait, it says it is on. Hmm. I'm very confused now. That's weird, be kind. All right, hold on one second. There's one more thing I can look at. Hopefully, you guys are still looking at Twitter. I can go into the live stream and see. Entertain yourselves for a second if you can, because if I get distracted, then we'll really be here a long time. Okay, let's go to customization. How weird. I don't know why it says that. Oh, it's not on my end. Okay, never mind. Well, thank you. All right, let's go back to Twitter. Well, I wasn't looking. I'm like, it says it's on, but now I just saw it. Okay. I think she means the recipient. Okay, thank you. It's not on your end. No worries, we can deal with it. Yeah, let's do that because but it sounds like it's not on my end, which is good because I, to be honest, don't know. All right, let's keep going. She's really pretty and she has friends, and I'm really happy for this flower thing. All right, let's keep going. Tracy said, haha, Dee Dee. Oh, I think we talked about this yesterday, but I didn't have the clip handy, so I'm really glad I retweeted it. So I guess Dee Dee had showed up into FFG's live stream, right? So this clip got retweeted. Tracy said, haha, Dee Dee, one of the biggest morons in girl world. They said, you effing idiot loser. You let Chantel eat your kitty and shacked up with a green peened, crackhead, snaggletooth, woman abusing piece of shit who likes to stab his partners. He also she says other things. He also beats her up and she still defends him. You're a garbage human just like him and Foodie Beauty. Remember, some of these things are not my words. Some of these things I agree with. I can't even deny, but maybe not all.
I must be stroking the fuck out right now. I must be stroking the fuck out. You know what? I was going to give you a mouthful, you stupid fucking bitch. You might be the dumbest fucking bitch that I've ever heard of in my entire fucking life. Oh, I guess you got the mouthful anyway. I'm just going to take you off the screen. I'm not even going to give you that attention. I'm not saying your name. I'm not saying his name. But don't get it twisted. Crackhead Olympics will never die, okay? There's no attention coming from here anymore. You stupid fucking cunt. You know what? We like, we dunk on Chantal here regularly, right? There's a difference between Chantal and you. Let me tell you exactly what it is. Dee Dee Lulu, you dumb bitch. The difference is, as stupid as it was to watch Chantal go through Crackhead Olympics with that fucking degenerate sack of shit, you could give her the benefit of the doubt or a little one up on you and say, at least she didn't know what the fuck that guy was when she got with him, right? You did. You watched. Like the sick fuck that you are, you were watching and you liked it the most. You sick bit. Do you know that that does make you dumber than Chantal, aka the dumbest bitch in this entire fucking country? The fact that you're from Montreal and that stupid, you sicken me, bitch. Just know, okay?
I thought that was so good, and I'm not the biggest fan. I thought that whole thing was really fucking good, and I agreed with her, and I liked the way she said "dumb bitch" for some reason. Um, Ella Emma said she let the crackhead bathe her mother. She can rot in hell. Tracy said, "Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that." And didn't he say something like, "Oh, she liked it," about this is really fucking disgusting. We all know that happened, and I just don't like talking about. I can't even believe the poor mom had to deal with this. Anyways, ugh, it makes me so uncomfortable. And he said something like she liked it about the mom, disgusting. I think the general consensus is that he probably abused her in some way. Allegedly, conspiracy, etc. Of course, I stand by my thoughts and my words yesterday. Maybe he was acquitted, but I think he's dangerous. I just do. You know how you can just feel things about people? I don't feel anything good about him. I feel like he's capable of doing very bad things. Anyways, Manuel said, I keep forgetting about her, but yeah, she's a complete dumbass with no brain who, despite everything that's happened, has defended her psychopathic human trash of a man. Both are fucktards along with that fat fuck. Can we do the world a favor and feed them to the alligators? They said. I mean, the alligators may be hungry. Joking, of course. Queen of WTF said so much for that low carb diet. So she went live and was doing all kinds of disgusting things. You're going to see her basically eat out the bread, go down on the bread. And this was very specific. Like, this was for somebody, right? We know she's gross. We've watched her, a lot of us, since Canada. We know she's gross, right? But she's really upped this since certain people have been coming around, like Anime, for example. And since she found out she can get paid to be disgusting, right? She really ups it. I just can't imagine telling the world I'm happily married, yet pimping myself out online and getting paid to go down on vegetables or fruits or pizza. I just can't imagine that. Hey, Nelson. Like, are we gonna forget that Chantal wanted to get back with him? Hey, V. Even after the abuse, she even said that she wanted to sleep with him again. No, we're not gonna forget that. She chased him, she stalked him. If he called her today, she would be on the first flight back to Canada. We know that. She knows that. We still don't like him though. So, anyways, the low carb diet is out the window. Did I show you guys this picture? Happily married, folks. Happy with her life, her religion, the country she lives in, the man that comes home maybe once a week. Um, she's just so happy. I think she's actively eating herself to a level of obesity to where she can't be put on a plane back to Canada. Oh my gosh. She's gonna be there soon if she's not there already. We haven't really seen the real her with all the filters. Merp said most of us would delete all of our accounts and set our devices on fire if pics like these popped up of us. Not our girl, though. Foodie Beauty, the shameless glutton. What a legacy. I guess I'm happy to say the most embarrassing picture out there of me is my ass, and my ass looked fucking amazing. At least I'm not going down on bread, okay? At least. Nicholas said, "Did Chantal order those meds to get high from them?" So this was a topic. A lot of people were saying she seemed high during her live stream. And we've been saying we think she's been high for a while over here. I know some of you guys have been saying you think it's pills. My go-to, I always think people are drunk or on coke because that's just my go-to, right? That's just my go-to. Sometimes I genuinely think Foodie's taking Adderall, but I know a lot of people were saying they think she's been taking pills. A lot of people on Twitter have been wondering if that's what she's doing. So it's a topic. So Enigma said, did Chantal order those meds to get high from them? Because she was high in her latest stream. You can see her doing such a thing because she said she missed the weed. She jokes by saying she's on drugs, then just kidding. There's a bit of truth when she says just kidding, always. That's like I don't know. I remember one time I have these weird memories of church, right? But I remember this pastor, he was like giving some sort of sermon. And I remember him saying this. He was like, when people most of the time are joking around, just know there's always like a little bit of truth in that. And I don't remember why we were talking about this. I don't remember the topic, but he said that like there's always a little bit of truth. So like basically, I remember there being a point to this, and I think it may have to do with, like, don't say things like you're an ugly blah, 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 and then hide behind just kidding. But anyways, I think Foodie does that a lot, and I think there's a lot of truth to what she says, and she always tells on herself.
Yeah, he hasn't been smoking in here either, Big Korean.
Oh, yeah, right.
And he said, yeah, you're right, actually, even in his smoking room. So he's been going downstairs. Elaventi, love you, girl. Oh, I appreciate you so much, Melly. Bernie said, so I'm giving you a drowsy rebees because I'm on drugs. No, I'm kidding. You can buy anything. You don't need a doctor to prescribe you anything at this pharmacy.
That was spoken like a true addict, right? Like, that's something I would have said in my addiction, like, "Oh, you can get this prescribed by this doctor." Like, I'd be telling the other addicts on where to go, and "Oh, you could get anything at this pharmacy." Okay, she has an addictive personality, right? At one point, she was drinking too much, she was doing coke, I think she tried meth. She was doing those wheelchairs all the time, which I'm not against THC, but she was fucking overdoing it to the point where she was out of it, right? She's done all kinds of things, and then when she couldn't do those things, she started eating more. Are we supposed to believe because she's in Kuwait, all of her addictions went away and she's a changed person? I know if I was in addiction and I had to move somewhere where I couldn't necessarily get alcohol, I'd probably see what I could get at the pharmacy, right, to be a little bit more comfortable, and then I'd probably overdo fucking everything. I would, if I was in addiction.
Honestly, Salah went, asked for something for this pharmacy didn't, it wasn't this one, it was a different one, but he went to a pharmacy and he asked for dizziness and they gave him that. It's over the counter here, so. But yeah, sometimes I do. It's a nice tolerance break, that's for sure. Oh my gosh, the cat.
Yeah, she's overdoing whatever it is she's on. Let's look at these comments really fast. Acadia Strong said Chantel is no better than Shani when it comes to abusing medication. Deb Deb said, I said this a day or two ago. She's gonna hide behind the vertigo meds, making her drowsy, when in reality, she's using drugs. There is zero side effects of the vertigo meds causing drowsiness. Paranoid said, I've been wondering lately. She's disappearing more these days due to illness, and I genuinely think there's a chance she's using opioids. And these sick days are dope sick days. She's in withdrawal. Deb said, I thought the same thing too. Oh my gosh, cats, thank you. Mia Socks. Hello, Mia. Welcome to the Breezy Bunch. You got the membership. Thank you, cats. Hello, by the way. And you have the little sweet tart or fruit tartlet by your name. Oh, Deb Deb said, I thought the same too. And like you say, yes, drugs are illegal over there, but it doesn't mean that there aren't any. Did you see where she said you can buy anything from the pharmacy without a prescription? It made me wonder exactly what she buys. Yeah, I'm sick of her excuse. Oh, it's not legal here. Again, I say this all the time. Cocaine wasn't legal when I was doing it. Now, I haven't tested it out to see if things have changed. And everybody's grateful and thankful for that. Breezy on Coke is not good. But, anyways, I haven't tested it out to see if things have changed. But it wasn't legal when I was buying it. And somehow I was still buying it and finding it quite often. And then when I couldn't find Coke anymore, you guys can put your imagination to work. There's other things that you can start using. Anyways, you find a way. You find a fucking way. And that's just how it goes. Paranoid said, but drugs are illegal in Kuwait. I want to yell at her when she says that. Weed is illegal where this person is, and I still smoke it 24/7. Again, when you want something bad enough, you can find it. The Revenge of the Fupacabra said, yes, I'm with you on this. She's been offline for days and comes back hiding her eyes with sunglasses. Then all of a sudden, she takes medication that makes her drowsy, and she's been slurring. All lies. She's been high, in my opinion. I think so too. Hey, Clara. They can clear, but with all her other illnesses, it might not. Clara said, "Don't they make you mythically constipated, though? That's not foodie at all. They make you itchy, so I stay away from those." Yeah, things that they make me hyper. Like certain things that make other people drowsy make me insanely hyper, and I don't understand it or why I'm this way. So I really don't like how I feel when I take them. Like when I like my pills that I was addicted to, for one thing, like one of them I'll never say because I never want anybody to find out about it. Like it's truly the dirtiest addiction I could think of just because of how gross it gets, and what it does to you and the lies and how easily a lot of sober people know that they can go say they want to quit XYZ and be prescribed. You know what I mean? Anyways, it's just one of those things. It's like a dirty little secret, and I never want people to even try it. So like I did things that I found out mimicked things that I liked before, and then like I would snort a whole bunch of them. And then I gave myself serotonin syndrome once, and it was the scariest thing in the world. Like I saw angels coming down from the heavens, and like you would think that would be a beautiful sight, but not when you're hallucinating it. And the angels, I mean, they were terrifying looking. And I saw one wave at me, and then I saw like weird shapes, and it was like, I don't know, it was bizarre, and I never want it to happen again. Um, don't ever go seeking serotonin syndrome. You guys are probably all normal. And no, not to just snort pills, but I, for some reason, got like obsessed with it too. I got obsessed with the way it felt at my nose, the whole like ritual of it. Um, I don't know why I'm talking about this. Holly Goevi said she would do anything to get high. If it has potential, she will use it. She will mask her entire life to avoid accountability and what her life is right now. He could be going to a drug dealer for all she knows. Well, didn't they call their friend a law dealer? He could deal the whiskey, the computers, the cell phones. What else does he deal? I don't know if he can deal alcohol. Why can't he deal drugs? Because I'm clean and sober, but my surgeon only prescribed me ibuprofen and Tylenol. Maybe she's doing NyQuil or something like that, easy to get over the counter, or Benadryl. Oh God. Do you guys know I drank a whole bottle of NyQuil once? She'd be really fucking stupid to do that. But again, when you're in addiction, you do stupid shit. I mean, if I drank a bottle, what's to stop Foodie Beauty from drinking a bottle, right? By the way, I thought I was gonna die. Don't ever drink NyQuil. Please don't. I'm here as a cautionary tale to you guys. Even Foodie, if you're listening and you're dabbling with the NyQuil, I would just knock it the fuck off right now. I would. You won't listen to me. You'll go buy 6 bottles tonight. Snarky Priest said, "What in the fugly fuck shit is this? For fuck's sakes, get it together." More of her, well, being her. This is not cute. This is not cute at all. You wanna know what just popped into my mind when he puts it in the wrong hole? And I shouldn't have said that out loud. But the face you make. All right. Anyways, let's keep going. Foodie and the bread. All right. Just pretend you guys didn't hear that. Sometimes things just come out. I have impulse control. I can't help it. More of this live stream. She looks like fucking death here. Oh Lord. I don't see how she thinks she looks good like that. No, Erin. And I'm actually not in pain. I'm happy for you, Beth. I'm very happy for you. And we're here for you. If you need anything, please reach out to me. I'm not laughing at you. Somebody just sent me a screenshot of Foodie making that face. And now I have to make that into my thumbnail. Anyways, I'm so sorry. I laughed at the wrong time. Please know I don't take your situation as a joke whatsoever. At all. I love you and we're here for you. I don't see how she thinks, oh, I read that one. If she's getting things delivered, can she get drugstore deliveries too? Could be possible and above all, convenient to a lazy person. Well, some pharmacies do deliver. They do. I know pharmacies around here that deliver, and then that way she can get it each time she gets or she could get a constant supply every day thinking she needs something new. But wouldn't they have to regulate something over there? Like every day you can't be saying that you're in pain and need XYZ? Or maybe they don't, and maybe that's why she loves it there so much. She can get whatever it is that she wants at any hour of the day, right? Holly Go Heavy said, and I was right, 12 hours on the nuts never change. What does that even mean? 12 hours on the nuts? I mean, I think I just have a dirty mind today. Okay, so Foodie Beauty in 12 hours. Ah, yeah, Flying Fupa. I should try taking turmeric for my diet. Hey, teardrop! Guys, I know I need to take my health serious. Yeah, yeah, gee, Milky, Alex is shook. I need cheese, the usual. Um, okay. On the nuts. I have a lot of thumbnail ideas. I don't think I can use an on the nuts one though. Anyway, so 12 hours on the nuts. Holly Go Heavy said Foodie Beauty confirmed she is both blind and stupid. Hey, Beck. Hey, Pastel. She's seriously bringing in drugs when she returns from visa runs, knowing that chances of her getting stopped or stripped and searched at borders will be non existent because of hijab. Oh my God, that would be a good thumbnail, right, Mrs. C? That makes sense. If she's getting these things delivered, I read that one. Okay. Hey, C, and good to see you. Okay, so Foodie Beauty confirms she is both blind and stupid, Holly Go Heavy says.
Oh, it's doughy in the center. Ew. Oh, there's cheese inside, that's why.
Are you okay?
Oh, it's doughy in the center. Ew. Oh, there's cheese inside, that's
I think she's losing her eyesight. Gino said she looks so insane eating that thing. She really does. Ella said, ah, the YouTube paycheck hit. That's exactly what happened. Was Salah around last night, by the way? You guys who saw this live in real time, was he around? Tink Tink Boop said, wow, I love this for her. Looks like eyesight is the first to go. Holly said her diarrhea is not just from metformin. Her liver was fibrotic at age 16. It's probably all scar tissue and fat. Oh, she's dying. B squared said, so payday? You know it. This person said, again with the food aggression. Is that the croissant for her imaginary guests? Yes, I think it is. Nobody comes over except for the cockroaches and fruit flies. Well, and Salah's boyfriends. Holly said, Julia gives Foodie Beauty exactly what she deserves, the cutest, fluffiest angel of daily karma. Okay, hold on. We need to make this full screen. This looks like a good time.
juice. You bad girl, you're gonna bite mom. You bad girl. Ow!
Oh my gosh.
Juice?
Could you guys see it? Hold on. I'm looking at it from my screen and I feel like the time cuts it off. But could you see her attack Foodie? If not, I could replay it. Just let me know. But I love Julia. I really hope she makes it out of there alive and finds a new home. She deserves a new home. JM said, damn, that cat hates her so much. Her eye is really bulging. It's bad, Sage. Hey, Marie Antoinette. Salad's sister works at a pharmacy. Yeah. Holly Go Heavy said, what if they think, for whatever reason, that they're still making it to Canada? And so the deal is Foodie will eventually get them there, but his sister gets her all the free medications or prescriptions or whatever it is that she wants in the meantime. But Foodie's never going to get them there. So really, they're all being scammed. I can't say I'd feel bad. Oliver Katz did. The only reason why they messed with her at all was because she was their food source. They all lived in filth and were very unhealthy when removed from her care. Loser, animal, abuser. It's very telling when animals don't like somebody. All the animals don't like Foodie Beauty. They only tolerate her when she has food, right? And even then, we've seen her get scratched and bit. Um, she doesn't respect them, and I just think that they can sense that she's bad and not good. Nolan Boyd said they all bite her. Holly said they sense the evil. See, I think they can. Julie said, Julia loves me. She's so attached to me. She's so clingy, quoting Foodie Beauty. Adamami said, I think cats don't like her hands because she licks it to clean it and doesn't wash with water. Cats like clean. They do. Thunder Rain said she has no toys to bite on. Might as well bite the stinky big fluffy thing. That's true. That poor cat spends its whole days chasing flies. The place is filthy. I know, I can't think about it too long. I just hope, like, I would never wish for an animal to run away, right? Like, never would I wish that. But I hope one day when she's getting food, Julia books it out there and makes it to a loving family or somebody. You know what I mean? I just think she deserves so much better than those two. I think Salah's a creep. I just do. It has nothing to do with anything else other than what he's shown the internet and himself. He is a perverted guy with some dark, twisted things that he's into, right? Like, in my opinion, I'm not like one to kink shame. Seriously, like, if you wanna be peed on later, live your best life. But, like, I do look at you a little weird, actually very weird, if you want to fuck a Bible or crosses or women. Like, I'm gonna kink shame you a lot for that. Now, I think his little sniffing thing is weird. I'm not a smell person. I think his sniffing farts are weird, but hey, if that's how you wanna spend your Friday night out there, have at it. I hope you sniff all the farts. I still think it's a little weird, just a little bit. Not as weird as the Bible graping, okay? Anyway, so I don't know why we're talking about this. I really don't. Oh yeah, Salah is into some weird fucking shit. He just is. I think he's weird with the cat. I think Foodie Beauty's abusive. And she deserves better, not Foodie, the cat. So Holly Go Heavy said, as a trained healthcare professional of over 23 years, and speaking confidently for the hundreds more that witness your constant, non compliant self diagnosis. Booty Beauty, get fucked.
Actually, it's likely bad circulation and upcoming cardiovascular problem. See, every little, this is what I hate. People who are not doctors, have not examined me, just automatically assume just because I'm fat that every little single thing, watch, if I get a flu, they're going to attribute it to my diabetes or being fat on the verge of death. It's clearly ear related if it went away. If it was stroke related, it probably I would have had a stroke by now. Like, and my ears are bugging me, so it's definitely that.
Oh, she's so fucking annoying. Pinky said, Chantal, my blood sugar is 14. I've got to get my diabetes under control. Also, Chantal, the audacity of you all to blame my ailments on my diabetes. Holly Go Heavy said, you haven't examined me. You're not my doctor. Dumbass, you don't have to be a doctor. Or you don't have a doctor. You don't have a doctor. You utilize the ER in Kuwait like you did in Canada. These girls avoid accountability. They trip over their own lies. You don't have to be an MD to see she's fucked. No, you don't. Pinky said, she thinks she can hide behind filters, but not even the filters can save her. We see the decline. It's significant. Comparing her now to what she looked like when she first arrived, the difference is jarring. I mean, I'm not a professional, but I think her stomach looks like it's going to explode any minute. So her heart is probably also going to explode at any minute. I think all of her organs look like they're dying based on the way she looks all the time. She looks like death. She looks like she died yesterday. I don't know how else to put it. Anna said the reason she is stating this is because she can never be wrong and you can never be right. She faked the vertigo and other illnesses for content. I personally believe the healthcare professionals in GorlWorld can see her physical problems are dangerous issues. Holly said, "We know exactly what is wrong just by looking at her, even with the filters on. You can't filter the physical changes. I would never use a reported symptom coming out of her disgusting mouth as evidence of disease process. She lies and uses her health updates as attention seeking." Chrissy said, "I would have had a stroke by now. The causes of stroke just don't happen overnight. It can take years. I hate when she does the self-diagnosis thing." Holly said, "Oh shit, people have them and don't even know it." It's true. So when I first had my stroke, you guys, I didn't go into the ER. They like when I went in there, I went to the ER, right? But like I didn't go in and they were like, "Oh, she's had a stroke." They actually didn't find out for like I feel like it was days later, maybe even a week or something. So I was in ICU for 2 weeks. I was in severe DTs. Like I was hallucinating. I thought I was at Disneyland. When my parents came to come see me, like I don't even remember it, but my mom told me I asked her if we can go to the stand and get a Disneyland shirt. Anyways, it's not really funny, but like I don't know. I laugh to cope. So anyways, I remember at one point they wanted me to get up for something and my foot still wasn't working. So it was like a whole thing. And then they had to do, what was it, a CT scan? They did like all these fucking tests. And like I couldn't lift my foot up at all. It was flopped over. And then that's when they realized I had had a stroke because of my withdrawals and all of that. So some people have them and don't even know them. I mean, like I said, I went in there and it wasn't like, oh, she's in here for a stroke. It came out like later when I had to get up for something. Like my foot wouldn't function. It was just completely flopped. Anyway, so Holly said, "Oh shit, people have them and don't even know. Mini strokes don't leave residual." I can go on. She's so uneducated and a walking time bomb. Orlando said, "Literally, no one will feel bad when she dies." I mean, will I honestly be sad? No. And I won't come on here and be one of those people who's like, oh, she was a good woman that tried her best. And I won't try and fake it. I don't know. I just when somebody comes for your kid, I mean, I don't necessarily want to see it. I'm hoping she's like, it's not like I'm hoping she gets hit by a bus later or something. Like, I'm not saying that, but I don't think like I would sit there in sadness. Oh, Foodie died. I think I would say what a waste of a life and then move on about my day. Susan said she asked for this input. She does this all the time, asks for people to hold her accountable, and then turns on them. She's insane. Wouldn't RFK be interested in the overweight online misinformation mukbangers? I would think so, man, Truth. She's never been a good woman. She's never even tried. Yeah. Pastel said, "Oh man, I didn't even think of the filters. That means she looks worse." Yes. Yes, it means she looks worse than what we're seeing. I think when people do those images of Foodie Beauty and they like change the lighting so you can see how her skin really looks, and it looks pretty fucking bad. I think those are more realistic to what she looks like. Do you know what I mean? So she said she is correct. No one can make a diagnosis unless qualified and with proper tests and exam. What she doesn't know are the physical signs and symptoms that only show HCWs or that only HCWs know. Healthcare workers? Her fingernails, tongue, and face tell a different story than she tells. Anna Spite T said, and when the day comes when she suffers something more serious, she'll cry for pity. Keep ignoring all the warning signs, cutie. Well, I said cutie, but it said foodie. Dooner Baby said, yes, Chantel, if you get the flu, it's probably because of the diabetes. Because diabetes lowers your immune system, meaning you're more likely to get it. I also feel like it's not like she's getting a whole lot of vitamin C in, right? Like when you get a certain type of when you get a certain amount of vitamins in you, it can help you fight off sicknesses, but like she just eats all shit. All grease, fried shit. He said being fat is just negative towards all stats on the human body. Phantom said, didn't a doctor tell her if she lost weight, most of her health conditions would go away? I feel like I remember this. Do you guys remember that? I don't know if it was during the time that she prayed to God if he made her better, she would start taking care of her body and treating it like a temple. I don't know if it was around that time, but I feel like that happened. If the doctor said she lost weight, a lot of her problems would cease to still bother her. You know what I mean? This is absolutely gross to me. But this is what's coming, you guys. I don't think she's done this yet, but this is what we have in store for us. Or did she do this? I don't know. I think this is probably AI, right? AI. But this is what we have in store. She's just eating out donuts right now. Soon she'll be getting baptized by the cheese. Yay for us. Her eyes. Ash said, guess who? Um, a baby elephant. Holly said, no need for her to open her jaw to complain about symptoms. You don't even need to be a healthcare professional. Non-allergic periorbital swelling on a daily diuretic is organ insufficiency. Foodie Beauty can't handle carbs or salt anymore, period. This is really bad. Her eye looked like, I think I had told you guys, I bought this supplement, right? It was really stupid, but it was one of those things where, like, I was like, hey, people, what was it, beta carotene? I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it was something like that, right? I just got a text. It was something like that. Anyways, I ended up being allergic to it because something about when you take a high dosage of it, by the time your body breaks it down, it like acts like a whole bunch of pollen in your system. I don't know. I'm not a professional. I'm not in the medical field. I can't really describe it any better than that. Okay. Anyways, I ended up having an allergic reaction to it. And one of my eyes swelled shut and I had like hives all around it. It wasn't even necessarily swollen shut. It was just really fucking swollen and ugly. But anyways, that's kind of how it looked. That's how it looked. It looks like she's having an allergy. Anyways, it's all the sodium, and her body's dying. She's never been a good woman. Oh, wait, I'm really far behind. When she passes, we will all have to find another lolcow. That won't be easy. There are many others, but she's very entertaining. What if, but sometimes she's not. Sometimes it's like a week of boringness until she does like one entertaining thing. Sometimes it's really fucking boring. I feel like there's got to be somebody out there who's a train wreck every day, right? I don't know necessarily that I want now level, um, because oftentimes you leave her streams feeling like you need an exorcism, right? I don't know, or to be blessed. I worry a demon's following me or has attached itself to me. But there's got to be somebody out there is messy, but like not necessarily demonic. We'll find that person. Maybe we should start looking to prepare. Because based on these eyes alone, I mean, do you think she has another year? I don't think so. This is more what she looks like right here. Right here. That is the foodie beauty with all her chins. All right, let's keep going, you guys. Mrs. Morris Reed said maybe she had to delete it because Salah got jealous of the bag complimenting her. It said, damn, chick, you looking fine. Why does she look like she's flirting with the bag? Is that the only thing that compliments you now is your fast food? That's really sad. What is this? Merp said, sometimes I get bored and I punch in a random page number on the Foodie Beauty Kiwi Farm thread. Thank you 2787 and 2890 for tonight's trip down memory lane. Oh God, I'm scared. Well, if this stream goes away for some reason, it's because she flashed us, okay? Let's see what this is. Ew. Okay. It's really crazy that she looks more normal here than what she does now. I'm trying to avoid the boob that keeps poking out. I don't know why she. Ugh. How do you, and I'm not saying she was the most attractive person here, okay? She wasn't, but how do you let yourself go from looking like, and none of these faces she's making are normal, but how do you let yourself go from like this to like even fucking worse, right? Thank you, Kiwi Farms, for those lovely memories. Farrah said, do you think Canada wants a Saddam Hussein supporter immigrating there? So, this is one of Salah's old Facebook posts, I believe. What's Happening said Foodie Beauty's husband also put this out. In 2013, Foodie raged about Israel. In 2024, the ideology for them is still there. So Salah said one of the most wonderful things Saddam Hussein said. 39 missiles were fired at Tel Aviv, and I challenge Arab presidents to complete it to 40. He said there is no denying that he is a dictator and oppressor, but there is a positive side too. Do you want this man anywhere near you, you guys? I'm genuinely curious. Canada, do you want him there? Yikes. And these people haven't changed, you guys. They're just worse. They're just worse. And that's a scary thought. Fat Cow said when Foodie Beauty was in Thailand, Salah's absence was a work emergency. Hold on, was there comments? I kind of want to see what people were saying about this. No vitamin C, no vitamin D, right? Sucks to be her. Rainbow, she used to be a lot more entertaining. She did used to be when she would roll down hills, when she would open hot sauce packets and they would explode onto her face in like a perfect mustache. Do you guys remember the closet intruder? Those were fun times. We get shit now, literally shit. Tia said he's radicalizing her. He is. I said what I said. All right, when Foodie Beauty was in Thailand, Salah's absence was a work emergency. Back in Kuwait, during a live stream from the car, it was because he was applying for a family visa, and now it's because of a shop. Yeah, I guess she said he was opening another shop. Sweet Life said maybe he couldn't come because he flew to the moon that time too. Such a busy businessman doing business things. That cow said, I think he had an emergency with a working girl who had traveled on a visa to do some shopping. That covered everything? Probably. AMRC said, I really believe that she has forgotten how to tell the truth. Everything that comes out of her mouth is a lie, constantly. And so the ability to speak the truth is lost on her. Christina said if she's talking, she's lying, pretty much. I feel like the only truth we get out of her now is when she says things and then says just kidding after. That's the only moments of truth we get. So here's a clip where she says that Salah stayed back because of whatever. I don't know. I can't keep up with her lies. It keeps changing. But here's a clip from PI. Let me make this bigger for you.
Yeah, at the time he had things to do because of work. Yep. At that time they were busy setting up like a new shop, so a new thing or whatever. I don't know what they were doing. No, I went there for visa purposes, for long-term visa, not for tourist visa. Because when you get a family visa, you have to leave the country for a long time, while your husband stays in the country to fill out papers and apply for you. That's fucking why, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, at the time he had things.
Who knows what the truth is? I think he had to stay behind to go to the red room. That's what I think. Holly said, this Foodie, you can't keep your lives straight anymore. Do you watch your own live streams? Too lazy? Or too busy looking for your name everywhere like a narc psychopath? That's what she's doing. She searches everything about her. She knows what everybody is saying. Here's some good music for you guys. Search Cali Love by Radbones. I think I said this the other day, but if you haven't searched it, you need to because it's a really fucking good song. Or search Stormtrooper by Pepper and enjoy the song. I posted these. Some of these I got from Lindsay in Discord. I think I found one of them, but thank you, Lindsay. This is what she was doing. Oh, good Lord. How much do you think she got paid for that one? Happily married, folks. Happily married. Loves her new religion. Loves it. Loves her life, everything about it. Bunny said, "Who actually pays to see this shit?" I don't know. If you're gonna pay for anything, why this? If you have to pay for sexual content out there, why pay to watch Foodie go down on this? I really don't understand it. There has to be hotter people to look at doing much more sexier things, right? I don't know. I guess if you really are into bread, then this is right up your alley. They're just as sick as she is, to be honest. That's just vile. Her mother must be so proud seeing her daughter behave like this and eat herself to death. Mine would have dragged my ass off the internet, never to be seen again. Yeah, I think my mom would put me, I don't know, she'd probably get me into some sort of 5150 if I was doing this on the internet. If I was going down on food for payment, I think she would kidnap me and tell people I was a danger to myself until I was better. Okay, so Moon Moon said your morning dose of foodie body horror. I can't talk. Body horror. Oh God.
Under my eyes. Feels nice. Under my eyes.
I don't know why that made me uncomfortable for some reason. Ew. More of this. Dave's World said feeding frenzy. We have a feeding frenzy sticker, you guys. Okay, so we were messing around with stickers a little bit more yesterday. So Erin and I redid a few of them, and then I put a cocktail weenie emoji up. But I'm gonna make a better one soon. But we just needed Salah's face on a cocktail weenie. It was just kind of perfect. But we have a shark, a feeding frenzy one for Foodie Beauty. Please feel free to use them. Laura said, Foodie Beauty is talking to herself again in comments. Okay, so they think this is a foodie sock. I remember seeing this. So Victoria King said, Hey, I've been watching you for a while, and I just wanted to tell you that you are so beautiful inside and out. So well spoken. I know there's that thing that makes reaction videos of you, but just remember, she's nobody and always will be. She's jealous of you. Bad. She's like a stalker, a dirty, smelly one that sits at the computer watching all your videos and tries to make herself feel better about herself. Which you can tell that it's not working because she's still doing it. She's way beneath you. For real. Okay, Foodie. Flat Tire joined a day ago. Flat Tire said, Foodie, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Even though you may be all over the place with what we can and can't talk about in chat, one thing I will always say about you is you interact with pretty much every single person in your chat. You always have. Doesn't matter if you have a couple hundred or over 1,000. You try to respond to every person. There aren't a lot of influencers that do that anymore. The first comment we read, their account was created a year ago. But you can see they like to leave foodie comments. Oh, I didn't know this was 3 hours ago. Sorry I missed it. I'll catch the next one. Hey girl, I love listening to you talk. You're very intelligent. That Shani is a huge hater. I think you're beautiful. Your life is yours to live. No matter anyone comes at you hateful. Okay, that's clearly foodie, right? They're cute. How could she say she grew up in a loving home when she turned out like this? Right? She is so filled with hate. That does look like something out of a body horror movie. It really does. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what else I have. Loretta said the many faces of a woman who uses her health and weight as a way to manipulate her audience. One day, Booty will ask for advice and help with the promise of a health arc, then a few minutes or hours later telling them to F off and mind their own business. I don't know how she has any supporters. Well, again, I think she has the few weird ones who want to see her eat constantly. I think she has a few people who are trolls, um, obviously feeders and stuff like that. I don't think there's anybody that genuinely cares about her in that chat anymore. Remember she had a supporter, wasn't her name, was it Annie? And she really cared about Foodie. I think she was a little bit older and she really cared about Foodie and she would try to get her to eat better and certain things. I think she got mad at Annie, pushed that person away. But I remember when I first started watching Foodie, she had regular people that genuinely cared about her. They're like, oh, you deserve better. No, you shouldn't go chasing him. No, you shouldn't eat that. Why don't we work out today? Why don't we exercise? Why don't we do this instead? But now she just has people around her telling her to eat more. Narcy said, "Can't buy Hardee's and Substop on those views, Chantel." Oh, she got 2.6K views. "Can't buy Hardee's and Substop on those views, Chantel. Might want to set the tread or sell the treadmill and head back to Canada. Don't want to be stuck in Kuwait in the summer when your channel dies. That money dries up and Salah leaves your ass." That would be miserable, and I would love that for her. Oh my God. Fat and pretty. Booty, make this your merch. This is more realistic. Oh my God, the teeth. This is so scary. I need to go from this. It's too much. It's too much. Fat Cow, or somebody was replying to Fat Cow Chronicles. Let me see where this starts. Hold on. I know I retweeted this for a reason. Okay, so Fat Cow said, "I'm of the personal opinion that Foodie Beauty may have been somewhat compromised by some anti-nausea medication during this morning's live." So basically, you think she's been overdoing whatever it is she's doing too. This person said, "In my opinion, she's been using narcotics regularly. It's exasperating her mood swings and binge eating. The only behavioral constraint is her role as a pious Muslim. Otherwise, her behavior would be just as chaotic as the villa arc." Caroline's mentality said, "Laughing at your description. I haven't seen anything yet. Why does my mind keep going to whatever business Sloppy's involved in has to be a cover for illicit medication? Yes, meds. Import, distribution, doesn't it? Ever since she's been in Kuwait." Yeah, I feel like before we couldn't even get her to take her medication regularly, and now she has all the prescriptions. Hey, Stella. Hi, Nate. Sage, did I say hi to you? If I didn't, hello. Her mother did her so wrong, totally wrong. Diabetic, necromorph, leg pondu. I like your name. Hello, Stella, by the way. Okay, let me keep going, you guys. I think I have a few more tweets. And then I guess we'll wait to see if Foodie does anything today. And if she doesn't and goes live tonight when I'm asleep, we'll cover it in the morning again. Let's see, hold on. Anyways, I think it seems like everybody genuinely thinks Foodie Beauty is abusing whatever it is she's getting at that pharmacy, right? Oh, I think that's all the tweets I have. I think that's it for right now, you guys. But I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me. Like I said, if Foodie does anything crazy, community post rages, goes live or whatever, I am free this afternoon and I would love to hang out with you. If she goes live tonight, then we'll just cover it in the morning again. Thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members. Thank you for hanging out with me, you guys. I know Foodie can be repetitive, um, sometimes a vibe killer. Depressing. I don't know. But I just want to remind everybody this is one woman who's had more help than some and has pushed everybody away and been absolutely hateful. And so now the only people surrounding her are the people that want to see her dead, basically. They want to see her become immobile. They want to see her struggle to do basic tasks. So I mean, I guess when that's all you surround yourself with, that's kind of you get what you get, right? But I want to encourage you guys to go do something productive. I know, I don't know. I want to watch The Valley. That's not really productive. So what I'm going to do is go do a bunch of housework. So then I could feel good about my decision to be a lump on a log for an hour and watch The Valley. I love you guys. Thank you, Be Kind, for gifting the membership. I'm so sorry that it didn't show, but just know like it's a thought that counts and I totally appreciate you and I love you and I adore you. I'm going to text you after this. And Cats for Nelson, thank you so much for gifting a membership as well. I've been loving seeing you around here more. Please continue to come to every live. We love hanging out with you. Have a great day, great evening wherever you are. And I will see you in the next live stream. Bye, you guys.